Yo, what is up? We are back with another video on the beautiful R1. Almost said M there. Nope, just an R1. A beautiful R1 though, but her current state isn't so beautiful. As you can probably tell, she's extremely dirty. I gotta wash her. I've just been so busy and kind of tight for cash, so, which is no excuse. I mean, I could have took like a pail of water and just like a sponge and wiped her down, which really all she needs. I don't know what the hell happened there. I think the way I had it parked in my garage, which is an underground parking, water was dripping from the top, and I still don't know why it's white, but that shit needs to come off. And yeah, so this video today is going to be about I'm actually doing an oil change today on her. She's overdue for an oil change. She is at, I think, 4K miles now. I just hit 4K. Let me see if I can go. Yep, 4,084 miles. So she needs an oil change, and I'm going to be trying out Motel 300V, which is a high quality race oil, which isn't really made for this street, but a lot of people use it for the street, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. Plus, I just want to try something different. My current oil right now is Motel 7100, which hasn't given me any problems thus far. It's actually pretty good oil. I haven't had any misshifts. The oil's smooth, and yeah. The only thing I do need to get today, which I didn't get on my other oil change, was the crush washer that goes in the bottom of the drain plug. I did not get that last time, and I did have a minor oil leak, but I just retightened the bolt and it stopped it for now. So, but it was pretty sketchy one night going to work, and I had a bunch of oil on my tire. I think I hit a bump or something, and yeah, that wasn't fun. But yeah, we're gonna go get some oil and wash her up today. So let's go, because I think we're supposed to be getting some more rain, but it looks cleared up, so we should be good. Up until this point, the bike has been so good. I haven't had any hiccups thus far. The only thing is I've been kind of sloppy on the maintenance, to be honest. But hopefully, after I move and things, I'll be able to take care of that a bit more. But yeah, the bike's been great so far. Like I said, I have 4K miles on it right now, and the bike's been a blast, guys. It really has. Compared to my CBR 1000 07 model, well, actually 06. Well, 06 and 07 is not really much of a difference, but my 06 CBR was a bit lighter. I did notice that. But it's not to say that this bike is extremely heavy. It's just some slight noticeable differences. My CBR was a bit more flippable, so one thing I am extremely grateful for on this bike is the oil changes are so easy to do. Like, it's insane. Like, on my CBR, I would have to take off the whole side fairing and, like, I guess a bit of the front piece that's flat right there in front of the radiator. incredibly lovely that the oil filter is placed on the side, like it's not, I guess, forward like the other inlines. This one is to the side. I can't remember which side it is, but it makes oil changes a breeze. And also, another incredible thing is I don't have to take off the fairings, which is, oh my god, time saver. I don't have to take off this whole piece just to do an oil change. Yamaha has you take off just this tiny little fairing, which is, if you have a R1, it's that little silver piece at the bottom. And I'll show you once I pick up the oil and stuff. But it's just a little tiny fairing, and it makes oil changes so incredibly easy. I think it's maybe two bolts, and it's off. So it's very lovely. I probably will switch back to 7100 Motel, but I just really wanted to try, you know, some top of the line oil 300V, which is not to throw shade at 7100 Motel, because it's equally, you know, as good, you know, and they're purpose-made oil. 7100 is more for your daily riding, your street riding oil. Motel 300V is your all-out, you know, race oil. And doing a little reading, it doesn't have as much what they call detergents. I think it's what they call it, which is extra additives in the oil that actually clean your engine. So, yeah. I have also read that Motel 300V also burns a bit faster, so oil change intervals on 300V will be a bit more sooner. I think it's, I almost said 2500, I think it's like 2000 to be honest. So, yeah, I'll see how that does on my bank account. And I should have took the other way. I don't know why I wanted to take this way, because usually the Katy way is like all traffic. That little bit of stretch of road I just hit was like the most open road I've had from where I was into Katy. That's how much traffic there was. Like, oh my god. Woo, cycle gear, Katy. Yes. Got some R6s. Let me not take handicap parking. And we're gonna go get some oil. I'm not gonna record in there. I'm just gonna go get my oil and I'll tune back in when I go get my stuff. Hopefully they have it in stock. We have picked up the oil. Thank you, Katie Cycle Gear. Always great service. And most of the time have things readily available. But I'll show you what I got. Back. Actually, now that I think, oh my god, no! Traffic. Now that I think about it, there is one thing I can think of that I do have a gripe with, and it's the steering stabilizer. It's, I don't know if I can tweak it in the settings, but it's very, it's not as tight as I would want it. I do notice that it does move quite a bit. So, I will, if I can't tweak it in the settings, I will be buying a different stabilizer that I can adjust myself. I would like it to be a bit more tighter. It's not very confidence-inspiring if I hit a small bump at, 100 miles per hour, and my front starts shaking. So, and on a bike like this, yeah, front shaking isn't a fun experience. This is that type of traffic where it's like, oh my god. Really can't weave in and out without like pushing the limits there. Boring traffic. This type of traffic is has a lot of lines, like